Hello YouTube and welcome to a new Techsloth video, and I'm really looking forward to this video and the next couple with my brand new Lenovo ThinkPad E480. Yes, not IBM ThinkPad. No, IBM sold the notebook line over to Lenovo a couple of years ago, and I got a little tradition here in this channel. Every year at the beginning I grab a cheap Windows notebook for a friend, and we are going to try to get the best deal possible. In the last couple of years we always had got some netbooks, some ultra netbooks, some big, cheap, clunky, big 15.6 inch plastic notebooks. But this year I spent a little bit less than 500 euros and got a ThinkPad E480. The basic configuration with Intel i3 is something around 430 euros, but then you only get the i3, you get only a 720p display, you get no background light at the keyboard. So I pimped it a little bit. So for a price of a little bit less than 500 euros, I got now the exact same quad-core Intel i5 CPU in here. Then in my 2000 euro MacBook Pro from this year, we get the full HD non-glossy display, we get a backlight keyboard, but we don't got a fingerprint sensor. This is the only thing I had to get rid of. And now we open the box and have a quick look at what's inside the box and how Lenovo is delivering their ThinkPads. It was just built in somewhere in China. The whole process from ordering to get it was around 4 weeks. So you don't get a lot in the box. So no fancy package, no fancy boxing here. But number one here, what I'm really looking, what just makes me happy, we got USB Type-C for charging. This is nice. We got a normal charger, we get our European plug here, it's a 3-pole plug. So charging via USB Type-C, and if you got a USB Type-C smartphone or a tablet, you only need your notebook charger for all those three things, or maybe you could just get a smaller charger for everything. So we get our starter guide, or no, it's a setup guide here. So, which will tell us nothing really here, only that we really only get 4 items within the box: the notebook, the cable, the charger, and a piece of paper. It explains us how to plug it in, how to charge the device, and where are the buttons and what do they do. So this is it. Safety warranty guide. No stickers, no fancy packaging, no fancy box here. And then we get, let's see, there we go. The E480 line is a 14-inch notebook, a ThinkPad. This is, I don't want to say big and chunky or a piece of plastic. Of course, this is a working house. This is something I often hear that if you're creative, you have to use an Apple MacBook. But if you want to work, you need a ThinkPad. Of course, I travel a lot and I see a lot of business guys running around with the Lenovo things. I think this is the part, a lot of companies still use the ThinkPads. So 14-inch, 1.7 kilogram. Let's get around the device and check out the ports. We get the USB Type-C port for charging, we get an HDMI port, we got 2 USB 3.0 ports, we got a headphone jack, nothing on front, and on the right side we get a micro SD card reader, another USB port, so 3 USB ports, an Ethernet port, and the Kensington key lock. Nothing at the back. The battery is built in, so it's fixed. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws to open up the back cover, where we should get another RAM port and another eSATA port, which should be free. So this came with only, this is a really downside here. So we got this this quad-core i5. We got a 128GB SSD, which of course we can upgrade. But now the downside, we only get 4GB of RAM for a price of 500 euros. If I would have gotten 8 or 16, it would be, the price would have been 550 or even 600. So it will be cheaper for me to add the RAM later on myself. So battery, another downside, but this is totally common nowadays. That's batteries fixed built in, so no change here. And let's open it up. And there we go. This is, of course, one of the best keyboards, not of course, but one of the best keyboards I've ever typed in. And Lenovo kept the ThinkPad track point, I guess, this little joystick thingy. I know a lot of people that use it because you can use it. You can operate your mouse without to have to lift your fingers from the keyboard to use the trackpad, only with this point here thingy. But of course you get the trackpad left and right. No fingerprint scanner on this version because I wanted it as cheap as possible. The keys, the keyboard, one of the best on the market. Of course, yes, definitely, it will bend a little bit if you push really, really hard. So what else? We got a non-glossy display, and the last killer feature of this device, you can flip the keyboard, the display to 180 degrees. So it's not a touch panel. You can't flip it over 380 or 359 like on the Lenovo or on the Yogas. No. This is ThinkPad. But this is good for any angle. If you're traveling with an airplane, in an airplane or by train, no matter how less the space in front of you, you will always be able to look at the monitor. And that's it. So I can't tell you guys more. Now you know everything that's in the box. Of course, 1.7 kilogram and not fancy, sleek design like on the MacBooks. But on the other side, this should be nearly as fast. Of course, we get less RAM and everything, but this will be, even if I pimp it up a little bit, this will still only cost 1/3 of my MacBook Pro. And of course, we are going to figure out how well this device will perform, brightness, battery life, speakers, and all the other things. And I'm really looking forward to upgrade the machine, to check it out, and to tell you guys all about it. This is it. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you all in the next video. Bye!